What's good with your fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, listen, man, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, man, to the channel, man. And if you're new here, I want you to be here. So I want you to think about subscribing as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. Hey, listen, man, I want to talk a little bit about Keith "One-Time" Thurman. That's right. Keith has been in the news recently a lot, man, because of the announcement of his fight with the living legend Manny Pacquiao. So he's been doing a lot of interviews, being just in the spotlight for the last week. Yeah, for the last week, man. He did a press conference in New York, then did a press conference in LA. Keith Thurman has said a lot of things. He has got a lot of attention, and the people of the boxing world are taking notice. My question is, man, is the people and the fellow boxers starting to turn on Keith Thurman? Are we fed up with Keith Thurman? Has we had enough of Keith Thurman shenanigans, man? You know what I'm saying? Can we call bullshit on a lot of things that Keith Thurman is doing? Keith Thurman is losing a lot of fans, man. He got that one group of hardcore fans that just hanging on by strings. Me personally, I happen to be one of those guys, man. And I'm finding it hard. I'm finding it hard to remain hanging on those strings that I'm hanging on, man. Keith Thurman is making it real hard with the things that he's saying. It recently came out in an interview that Top Rank and ESPN, they had offered the Terence Crawford fight to Keith Thurman, and he turned it down, man. Keith Thurman said this out of his own mouth. He said that he has other plans. You know what I'm saying? Now, normally, I wouldn't think too much of it because maybe he do have other plans. Manny Pacquiao and things like that. Fighting a legend is very important. If he's able to secure that win on his resume. But the simple fact that he has trashed Terence Crawford at every opportunity when Terence Crawford was stepping up into the welterweight division, saying that he didn't think he was going to do well at welterweight. He's not done nothing at welterweight. He calling him light in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he had to get a title, and then Terence Crawford got a title. Then the next thing it was Jeff Horn wasn't nobody. Keith Thurman and Earl Spence, we would have knocked Jeff Horn out in 5 rounds, when in reality, Keith Thurman has not knocked anyone out in about 5 years, man. You know what I mean? So Keith Thurman has talked a whole lot about Terence Crawford, man. You understand what I'm saying? But Terence Crawford got wind of the interview, you know what I'm saying? And, where Thurman let it be known that he turned down the Crawford fight, and Crawford said, damn, Keith Thurman, I thought I was so light in the ass. I thought I was easy money. I'm paraphrasing here, but you can see the text up on the tweet up on the screen for yourself. But I thought I was so light in the ass. Why didn't you take the fight? And then he says, I am not impressed with you. And a lot of people are not impressed with Keith Thurman off of his last performance. You understand what I'm saying? But in his defense, he was off 22 months. In the fight with Josecito Lopez, he did look good. He looked very good, man, for the first 6 rounds. Then the 7th round, we know he got hurt, and he looked it bad for the next couple rounds. But he was able to regroup and finish the fight pretty good, man. And he was able to secure the victory, and that's all that matters, you know what I'm saying, in this boxing game. As long as you get the W, it don't matter how you do it, man. But people are starting to take notice of Keith Thurman running his mouth and not really backing up his words, man. He says he's going to end Manny Pacquiao's career. He says he's going to stop Manny Pacquiao. He said Manny Pacquiao there's a rematch clause in the fight, and after he knocks Manny Pacquiao out, Manny Pacquiao will not want to exercise his rematch clause, man. Even the IBF welterweight champion Earl Spence Jr., he put out a tweet and told Thurman, I hope you don't disappear if you win. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that, if you win, don't go on a hiatus. But Keith Thurman already told reporters that, if he's successful, he's not fighting no more this year. He's going on vacation. Where it seems like the last 3 years, Keith Thurman has been on vacation a lot, man. You understand? Keith just doesn't seem to have that hunger that he once had, that hunger that made fans fall in love with him in the first place. You better not duck me, son. That Keith Thurman, man. That's the Keith Thurman that, we want. I mean, he's talking that talk, man. He's talking that talk, but then he's contradicting himself in other interviews, man. You know what I mean? He's just sounding like he's here for the money. He's not, it's not sounding like he wants to be the best no more. It's not sounding like he wants to create a legacy that everyone will be talking about for a long time after he retires. It just sounding like he wants a payday. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are starting to take notice, and he's losing a lot of fans. I've been keeping my ear glued to what's going on. A lot of people talking about not even paying for the pay-per-view fight. You understand what I'm saying? Not even supporting the fight because Keith Thurman is so full of shit. People are calling for Manny Pacquiao to knock Keith Thurman out. You know what I'm saying? Me being one of those last group of Keith Thurman fans that's holding on by the string, I still got faith that Keith Thurman will defeat Manny Pacquiao. You understand what I'm saying? But, that's not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? I may be just going off of what I've seen of Keith Thurman in the past. I know that Keith Thurman can box on the inside. I know he can box on the back foot. I know he has good lateral movement, good punching selection. I know that he has power. I know Keith Thurman is a thinker in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I also know that he's 30 years old and Manny Pacquiao's 40 years old. I watched Manny Pacquiao fight Adrian Broner, and I can see that Manny Pacquiao's legs are not what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? His reflexes are not what they used to be. Part of Manny Pacquiao's success, a big part of Manny Pacquiao's success was his reflexes, his ability to come in at different angles and get out of danger and get back in, kind of get out of danger and keep on doing that repetitively. But now at age 40, he's not able to do that with the smooth transition that he used to do it. And I think a big welterweight like Keith Thurman, I think he'll be able to take advantage of that, man. Keith Thurman said all the rest is off. There's no more rust on him. He said he got it all shook off with Josecito Lopez. He says you'll see the best Keith Thurman when he steps in the ring. He talks about how for the Josecito Lopez fight, he trained at LA Fitness alone with no motivation, nobody to push him that extra rep, nobody to push him that extra step. You understand what I'm saying? But now he got two, not one, but two strength and conditioning coaches, and he means business in this Manny Pacquiao fight. But Terence Crawford wants that smoke with Keith Thurman. Errol Spence wants that smoke with Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia wants a rematch with Keith Thurman. Sean Porter wants a rematch with Keith Thurman. Everybody got Keith Thurman's name in their mouth. Now, that can be one of two things, man. That could be they all think he's weak. They all think he's easy pickings. Or, you know what I'm saying, everybody wants a shot at the crown, and they think that Keith Thurman's on top, and they want a shot at him, man. I don't know, man. But leave your comments in the comment section, man. Tell me what you think, man, and we can chop it up from there, man. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. That's all I got for now. In the meantime and in between time, I want y'all to stay blessed and keep on supporting the sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll holla back.